Good day, everyone. Good day, sir. So our assigned topic is all about the Rule 24 and Rule 26. So first, Rule 24, towing and pushing. So Rule 24 is about towing and pushing and its type. So types of towing is towing astern, towing alongside, pushing ahead, composite unit. Next slide, please. Towing and pushing. A power-driven vessel when towing astern shall exhibit. Instead of the light prescribed in Rule 23, two masthead lights in a vertical line. When the length of the tow measuring from the stern of the towing vessel to the after end of the tow exceeds 200 meters, three such lights in a vertical line. Second, side lights. Third, a stern light. Fourth, a towing light in a vertical line above the stern light. And when the length of the tow exceeds 200 meters, a diamond shape where it can be seen. Letter B. When a pushing vessel and a vessel being pushed ahead are rigidly connected in a composite unit, they shall be regarded as a power-driven vessel and exhibit the lights prescribed in Rule 23. Slide. Next slide. Mano siya ang image. Next slide, pre. So letter C. A power-driven vessel when pushing ahead or towing alongside, except in the case of the composite unit, shall exhibit. Letter I. Instead of the light prescribed in Rule 23, two must headlights in a vertical line when the length of the tow measuring from the stern of the towing vessel to the after end of the tow exceeds 200 meters, three such lights in a vertical line. Second, side lights. Third, a stern light. D, a power-driven vessel to which paragraph A or C of this rule apply shall also comply with Rule 23. Letter E, a vessel or object being towed other than those mentioned in paragraph G of this rule shall exhibit. So the next reporter, please.
So, C. A power-driven vessel when pushing ahead or towing alongside, except in the case of composite unit, shall exhibit 1. Instead of light prescribed in Rule 23, A1 or 23A2, two masthead lights in a vertical line. When the length of the tow measuring from the stern of the towing vessel to the after end of the tow exceeds 200 meters, three such lights in vertical line. 2. The side lights. 3. A stern light. D. A power-driven vessel to which paragraph A or C of this rule apply shall also comply with Rule 23A1 and 23A2. Letter E. A vessel or object being towed other than those mentioned in paragraph G, this rule shall exhibit 1. Side lights. Sa example kanina, muna siya ang 2 side lights and the stern lights are this white light at the stern. So number 3. When the light of the tow exceeds 200 meters, a diamond shape where it can best be seen. So the diamond shape looks like this. Letter F. Provided that any number of vessels being towed alongside or pushed in a group shall be lightened as a one vessel, except as provided in paragraph 3. So any vessel that has been towed alongside shall be lightened as one vessel, except provided in paragraph 3. So ang exceeds nga 200 meters is exempted aning nga rule nga F. So I, a vessel being pushed ahead, not being part of a composite unit, shall exhibit at the forward and side lights. Number 2, a vessel towed alongside shall exhibit a stern light and at the forward and side lights. 3, when vessels are towed alongside on both sides of the towing vessels, a stern light shall be exhibited in the stern of the outboard vessel on each side of the towing vessel, and a single set of side lights as far forward and as far outboard as is practicable. G, an inconspicuous partly submerged vessel or subject or combination of such vessel or object being towed shall exhibit 1. If it is less than 25 meters in breadth, 1 all around white light at or near the forward end, and 1 at or near the after end, except the dragoons need not exhibit a light at or near the forward end. 2. If it is 25 meters or more breadth, 2 or more additional all around white lights at or the near extremities of its breadth. So 3. If it exceeds 100 meters in length, additional all around white lights between the lights prescribed in subparagraph 1 and 2, so that the distance between the lights shall not exceed 100 meters, provided that any vessels or objects being towed alongside each other shall be lighted as one vessel or object. 4. A diamond shape at or near the aftermost extremity of the last vessel or object being towed, and if the length of the towed exceeds 200 meters, an additional diamond shape where it can best be seen and located as far forward as is practicable. 5. The towing vessel may direct a searchlight in the direction of the tow to indicate its presence to an approaching vessel. So the next report is H. When from any sufficient cause it is impracticable for a vessel or object being towed to exhibit the lights or shape prescribed in paragraph E or G of this rule. All these possible measures shall be taken to the light vessel or object being towed, or at least indicate the presence of the vessel or object. I. Where from any sufficient cause it is impracticable for vessel not normally engaged in towing operation to display the lights prescribed in paragraph A, C of this rule. Such vessel not be required to exhibit those lights when engaged in towing another vessel in distress or otherwise in need of assistance. All possible measures shall be taken to indicate the nature of the relationship between the towing vessel and the vessel being towed, as authorized by Rule 36, in particular by illuminating the tow line. Next.
So thank you, Cadet Nico Maglente. So Rule 25 is about sailing vessels under way and vessels under oars. So when we say sailing vessels, a sailing vessels under way shall exhibit side lights. Third, a stern light. In sailing vessels of less than 20 meters in length, the light prescribed in paragraph A of this rule may be combined in one lantern carried at or near the top of the mast where it can be seen. C. A sailing vessel underway may, addition to the lights prescribed in paragraph A of this rule, exhibit at or near the top of the mast where they can best be seen two all-around lights in a vertical line, the upper being red and the lower green, but this light shall not be exhibited in conjunction with combined and lantern permitted by paragraph B of this rule. Next slide, please. So continue. A sailing vessel of less than 7 meters in length shall, if practicable, exhibit the lights prescribed in a paragraph A or B of this rule, but if she does not, she shall have ready at hand electric torch or lighted lantern showing a white light which shall be exhibition in sufficient time to prevent collision. Second, a vessel under oars may exhibit the lights prescribed in this rule for sailing vessels, but if she does not, she shall have ready to hand an electric torch, light, and lantern showing a white light which shall be exhibited in sufficient time to prevent collision. E. A vessel proceeding under sail when also being propelled by machinery shall exhibit forward where it can best be seen in a conical shape, apex downwards. Next slide, please. So this is an image where a vessel proceeding under sail when also being propelled by machinery shall exhibit forward where it can be best seen in conical shape, apex downward. Next slide, please. And Rule 26 is about fishing vessels. A vessel engaged in fishing, whether underway or at anchor, shall exhibit only the lights and shapes prescribed in this rule. B. A vessel will engage in trawling by which is meant to be dragging through the water of dredge, net, or other apparatus used as a fishing appliance shall exhibit. I. Two all-around lights in vertical line, the upper being green and the lower white, or a shape of consisting of two cones with their apexes together in vertical line, one above the other. Lastly, a masthead light above of higher than the all-around green light. A vessel of less than 50 meters in length shall not be obliged to exhibit such light, but also do so. So, may I call on the next reporter?
Thank you, Cadet Montemayor. So let's continue. Rule 26, fishing vessel. Third, when making way through the water, in addition to the lights prescribed in this paragraph, side lights and stern lights. C. A vessel engaged in fishing other than trolling shall exhibit. I. Two all-round lights in a vertical line, the upper being red and the lower white, or a shape consisting of two cones with their apexes together in a vertical line, one above the other. 2. When there is outlaying gear extending more than 150 meters horizontally from the vessel, an all-around white light or a cone apex upwards in the direction of the gear. So next slides, please. So this image is all about fishing vessel. So next slide, please. Third, when making way through the water, in addition to the lights prescribed in this paragraph, side lights and a stern light. D. The additional signals described in Annex 2 to these rules apply to a vessel engaged in fishing in close proximity to other vessels engaged in fishing. Then E. A vessel when not engaged in fishing shall not exhibit the lights or shapes prescribed in this rule, but only those prescribed of a vessel of her length. So next slide, please.
Here are our members: Larua Richard Bryle, Maglinte Nico, Montemayor Riley, Ugabang Alan Reddy, That's all. Thank you.